Hi everyone.
Hello.
It's good to see you all again so soon. We're trying to record a little more regularly, so it's been about a week and a half. But we're back.
Yep. So hi from Pender Island.
Yeah, beautiful Pender Island in British Columbia, Canada. And Rachelle and I both live here. We're both fiber artists here, as well as like a billion other things that we do.
Yeah. In a small community, you have to do whatever it takes to make a living and piece it all together. So yeah. Gardening season.
Yeah. We're just we're doing all sorts of stuff right now, getting busy. So I am Laura, and I'm from I Heart You, which you can find me on Instagram and Etsy as I Heart You. And this is Rachelle.
Right. And I'm Endless Roving on Instagram, Ravelry. I think I have a Facebook page, which I don't do very much with because I've fallen in love with Instagram.
I want to.
Yeah. And together, we're the Roving Hearts podcast and trying to get back in the groove here.
Yeah, so we've got some knitting to talk about, knitting projects, spinning projects, acquisitions, and Rachelle's going to talk about a fiber festival that she just recently attended, and we're also going to do a drum carder demo.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting.
Yeah, and then show you some of the results that we've had from the carding that we've been doing and spinning from bats. And yeah, so it should be fun. And thank you for joining us today. And let's get to it.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with knitting that we've been doing. Okay, I haven't been doing much knitting. I've been getting ready for this fiber festival. It was called the 100 Mile Fleece and Fiber Fair, and it was held in Coombs, which is famous for the old country market and the goats on the roof. So that's been occupying a lot of my brain space and my time for the last while. Haul it out again. This never-ending sweater. I'll show you the back first that I've been knitting for Elsa.
It's so sweet.
So that's the back.
There. I love the little ruffle.
Yeah.
Little tiered
It's
baby
called
cardigan.
A tiered baby coat, I think.
Baby coat.
Something like that. And there's the front. So all I have to do now is pick up the sleeves and finish the darn thing. Buttons and sleeves, and then it'll be finished.
Oh yeah. The sleeves, they'll be so fast. You'll be done before you know it.
Yeah. I think, well, this is the first sweater I've ever made. We started that garter yoke cardigan, which I think I've actually found a winner. You might remember the Malabrigo that I ordered for the main body of it. It's taken forever, and I think we just canceled the order. But I found one that has llama and merino, and it just feels decadent.
Oh yeah.
My Auntie Tony got some and showed me what she had. Now I just have to figure out the weight of it will work. But anyway, that's the extent of my knitting. So over to Laura.
You've been busy doing other things.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to get back into knitting because I feel like it hasn't been, I don't know, it hasn't been a big priority. Like I just get pulled in all directions. So I'm trying to get back into that. We were talking about that a bit last time and getting excited. What I'm realizing is I'm really enjoying working on more than one project at a time. There was a while where I had so many works in progress and was just like, okay, I can't start anything new till I finish this. And I got in this habit of kind of doing one thing, finishing it. But it's been really fun to have a few, like I've got 3 projects on the go right now. And like I get sick of one and then I can pull out the other one.
Yeah.
And work on that for a while, and then I'm like, I'm done with this, and I can move on to something else. And so I feel like I'm making a lot of progress on them all, like, simultaneously.
Nice.
So I haven't started anything new, but I'll show you, kind of show you the progress I've made since the last time we recorded. So I've got this hand-spun shawl that I've been working on. So this is...
You've come a long way on that.
Yeah, it's getting big. So it's
that's so beautiful.
It's all
Look
my
at
hand
that.
spun. Yeah, I love it. I'm just like, I'm really loving this big wide stripe of the contrast yarn right now. That's my favorite part. I'm going to turn it so you kind of get the light, because there's
Oh yeah, look
so
at
many
that.
colors in there. There's a bit of sparkle too. Yeah, so it was one of those ones, like, I'm just making this up as I go, but it's kind of in the style of like a hitchhiker, or one of those shawls where you start with like a really teeny tiny little tip, and then it just keeps building and building and building. So I've just been doing garter stitch and then an eyelet row every 10 garter ridges, and just switching out the colors whenever I feel like it. There's no pattern.
Nice.
Yeah,
Looking good.
Yeah, so the contrast yarn is, I think, from just like a little bat I made on my blending board, which you can kind of do. So that's kind of gives you an idea of that. They're both single ply, and yeah, so that one's just got lots of fun colors in it. I think it's mostly merino with like silk and probably some Coriadale. And then this is the solid. I guess it's like a tonal, a semi-solid. And this is, it's from Georgian Bay Fiber Company. And I'm pretty
Is that in Ontario?
It is in Ontario. Yeah, it's from very close to where I grew up in Ontario, Canada. And I'm pretty sure it's Polworth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not merino. I think it's Polworth.
Are you just going to knit until you run out of yarn? Or are you doing the decreases? Like, are you finishing soon? Or what's the story with it?
The nice thing about this is you can just keep going, and it just gets bigger and wider.
Oh, okay.
And eventually I'll just cast off.
Oh, I see. So you don't have to, like, come back down to another point.
No.
It's already there.
No, I'm not planning on it. I think if you want to finish it without a point on this end, you stop doing your increases,
Okay.
maybe, but I'm just going to cast off.
Right.
So I'm just going to see where I get. Like, I've got a little bit left of each. And I'll just see how I feel about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Lovely.
really enjoying that. Like, it's a nice one
and it
to
coordinates with your project bag.
It does, actually. It's
Check
quite
this
nice.
out.
Yeah, I've got the nice blues coming out.
And look at the inside.
And then the inside is, oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Such a geek. I love that.
Art Gallery Fabrics.
Oh, okay.
What's the collection called? Indelible, if you're a sewist. Yeah, so really excited with that one. And then I've got my Hermione's Everyday Socks, which I've been working on. This is a mystery yarn that I lost the ball band to. It's, I don't know where it's from. I bought it in Ontario. That's all I know. It's wool. It feels really woolly. But this is my second sock, so it's coming along. You know, you can see.
You got your heel done.
Yeah, I got my heel done. And I think I was at the heel, actually. I haven't done too much on this one. But yeah, this texture is really nice. It's got an Eye of Partridge heel.
I just love the way that looks.
Yeah, with a little garter stitch edge on there.
Yeah.
It looks quite sophisticated. You kind of have to pay
And
attention.
durable, right? That's meant to be a durable heel,
I think
right?
you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I think the slip stitches.
I'm taking notes because I'm going to cast on socks soon.
Well, these are a good one. The pattern is like a 4-stitch, 4-row repeat.
Okay.
And it's really simple. Like, it's, you know, 1 row stockingette, and then the next row you do your little pearls.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's, yeah, it's coming along. And then there's the first sock I'll finish. You can see that.
Nice.
I think I really need to invest in some sock blockers so I don't have to
What
stretch
kind
it
of
out.
toe do you do, or when do you...
This is like a wedge toe.
Okay.
And I think I followed the pattern because it's my typical wedge toe, but this is a wider toe here than I normally do. I think I usually go down to 8 stitches. This looks like it's like 16. But it looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks good on. Yeah, sock blockers. Need to get some sock blockers. There's a woman who has an Etsy shop called Burning Impressions.
Oh, I've seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my friend has some from her. They're really nice. So.
She'll put your logo on them.
That's true.
Whatever you've got going. And
yeah, I think she's Burning Impressions on Etsy as well. Burning Impressions 2. Maybe there's a number 2 in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then
I forgot about these ones.
my third ones, which I think I was just starting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just starting it last time, and so I
Look at.
really had fun doing these. So they're like, they are that bright. They are neon for sure. You can see a little bit of the colors there.
I wonder if I should pull a curtain across.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's just pause this for a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. Okay. Gonna see if this is a little better. Oh yeah. So this is the main body is Sweet Georgia yarns, and it is Snapdragon, colorway Snapdragon, and so it's got like it's more of a pink. It looks red here, but it's like a kind of a vibrant pink,
almost like fuchsia, magenta sort of. Let me try from over here.
Yeah, with white and like a limey.
There,
green.
you can kind of see it in the corner there.
Yeah. And yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. And the heel and the cuff, the heel and the cuff and the toe are done in Knit Picks, Stroll Brights.
Okay.
And pickle juice.
Oh, I love that.
Pickle juice.
Yeah.
It's a great color. It glows. Like, I know there's a glare on the screen right now, but it's still like
it does glow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you explain last time how you had to change your stitch count to get the color repeat to work out a little more to your liking?
I kind of forgot about that. So yeah, I think I was just starting the top. And so I got home that night and I started knitting the body. This is the second one. I'm on the heel. Started knitting the main leg, and I wasn't happy with the way it was striping. Like, it was a bit too thick, and it felt like I was going to have one side all like red and white and then one side all green and white or pink and white. And so I ended up bringing it from 64 stitches. I'm using 2.25 needles, Knit Picks needles. And I brought it down to 60 stitches. So I just, when I finished the cuff, so I'd done some, ripped it back, and then just decreased evenly 4 stitches. And like, the leg still fits my leg, and I wasn't going up very high, so I knew that would be okay. And it just made the stitch pattern spiral a little nicer. And then I just decided, when I got down to the heel, I just increased it back to 64, and I wanted to make sure it would fit my foot properly. So I did 64 stitches across the foot, and you can see it's just a little wider, right? Like, I kind of like this. It's
And
just,
this is, but it's still evenly around the foot. So.
yeah, so it may have been fine if I kept going, but I wasn't feeling it. And when you're just starting, you want to really, like, you want to feel it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
Having fun with those, and once I finish one, I'm going to give myself permission to start something else.
I like the idea of having different kinds of knitting projects on at the same time, like one that you can just zip through and don't have to pay much attention, and another that maybe requires a little bit more paying attention.
Yeah, a little bit more focus.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's it.
Yeah, and that's been the great thing about this is I've got a plain sock, I've got a textured sock going, and then I've also got this shawl, which, I get to kind of play around and pick and choose when I'm going to add new stripes. But I've also got these really big, long rows that I can work on.
Yeah.
If we're watching a movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. I'm getting my mojo back.
Good.
And that feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I am excited to. The next Fiber Festival is a few months away. It's coming up in August. I think it's on a Sunday. I think it might be the 18th or something like that.
So this is Vibrations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we say it's June 4th today? I don't know why, but when I'm watching a podcast, I'd like to know. So it's June 4th, 2016. And we're recording in my workspace downstairs today. Right, so Fiber Festival in August gives me a few months to prepare and to play. and I'm excited about getting some socks knit and maybe start thinking about gifts for the end of the year so that it's not a big crunch, like you know how it can be.
Yeah, I know some people will knit year round and they have like a Christmas box.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you mentioned that because we didn't talk about this, but I had the same thought this week.
Oh, really?
I'm like, I should do a Christmas box. The Yarn Harlot does this. She's another, well, I'm sure anyone who knits knows who the Yarn Harlot is, right? Stephanie Pro McPhee. She's been doing that for ages, you know, for as long as I've been reading.
Talk about organized.
Oh yeah, she's
I
got
have to be more
spreadsheets.
organized.
Like, yeah, she's amazing.
Spreadsheets.
Yeah,
For her gift list?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Well, good.
someday.
Maybe, you know, it pays off.
Yeah, someday we'll get there. Yeah, and I've been producing a lot, and some things I'm like, well, I don't want to sell this, and so yeah, hold on to it, and the right person will come along for it.
Yeah.
You'll need a gift.
Yeah, so where are we going next with this?
Why don't you talk about Coombs? Talk about
Okay.
your festival. She's got some really beautiful stuff that she picked up as well.
Yeah,
From
okay,
some
so
other vendors.
it was really fun. Chaotic Fibers was there, and I didn't really chat with them much, but it was neat to put faces to the name, and I got some nice things to play with from them. Mandy from Spunwear Over the Rainbow. Spunwear Over the Rainbow.
Yeah.
Hi, Mandy. This is Laura.
Hi. You just started following me. I hope you're still doing it.
Yeah. And I got to meet Jess Holly. Hi, Jess.
Hello.
Yeah, it was just so much fun to put some faces to these names and make a real personal connection with some of the people that, you know, you're just online acquaintances. So that was a perk. That was fun. From Chaotic Fibers, I got these interesting bits to add to felting or spinning. I got, there's so much glare. There,
we can, like,
wool
shade it.
naps that I can dye. They did have some dyed naps there, but I really wanted to do my own. So I'm just going to take some out. I haven't even done that yet.
I'm really looking forward to
yeah.
when they get dyed because I would like to.
Really have to
some.
apologize for the glare.
It's a beautiful day.
I
here.
don't know how to.
Try and maybe like shade it with your hand a little bit. Does that help?
No,
No.
it's too awkward. Anyway, you can see that that will add some interesting texture to a spinning bat if you're into that, or whatever. Anyway, I bought them out. I bought 3 bags of these things.
I can't wait to see them dyed. I've seen them. I've seen some people use them in their blending.
To me, it makes me think that's how you're going to get a nice tweed.
They look, yeah, I think that's exactly right. And they look so cool in the bat, and then I think you get just little pops.
I would be constantly fighting the temptation and pick them out. That's
true.
Spinning.
Yeah, because you're so trained to do that when you spin and pull out all your bits.
And then I got some mulberry silk lap, which again, sorry, but you just can't see anything.
It's hard with the whites.
So sorry, but it's all sort of choppy, and there you can kind of see.
It's almost like short fibers, like short.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, silk usually has a staple, like 4 times that long. Like it's huge.
Yeah, and it just goes, it's like cobwebs that keeps going. So this will be fun too. This will add some interesting texture to felting projects, or, yeah, I never showed them my little landscapes. One day I'll show you my amateur attempt at felting, and for spinning and whatnot too. So I think I will, when I dye this, I'll put it in jars and then steam the jars until we'll try that. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah. Like it's like canning fiber.
Yes.
I like that idea.
Yeah. And then Hummingbee Farm was there, and they had some beautiful, beautiful roving. But I didn't end up getting anything this time from them.
You got a lot of their stuff at Vibrations last
I
year, didn't
did.
you? Yeah, I remember that.
This is kind of fun. There's a lady there who has her own Angora goats, and her name's Jennifer Sturks. I might have butchered your last name, but Jennifer. Hi, Jen. And Up a Creek Farm. Don't know exactly where it is, but Vancouver Island, I'm thinking. And so this is 40% merino and 60% Angora goat. Look at that. Ooh,
Yeah.
it's so rich. I'm so glad the color is showing up on here.
It's really squishy.
Yeah, so, and I learned, don't just get one, get two. Make sure you have enough to do a project. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And it does feel quite soft.
Mm-hmm.
So excited about that.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that lovely?
gorgeous. So do you have a plan for that? Like, do you know?
No idea.
No.
But it's so rewarding. I'm going to jump in right here because I did dye some of my Romney. I think I showed you that. I haven't done a lot of spinning with it, but I gave some away to a lady on Pender Island here who does a lot of felting. And she does these beautiful scars, and she does some sculptural felting. And anyway, I gave her some to play with, and she did this beautiful sample with my Romney. I just love it. And I wish that...
It's so
There.
perfectly felted too. It is like,
Look at she did this square freehand. Yeah.
and like the thickness
Mm-hmm.
is so consistent all the way through.
I wish I could get it so that the light was shining through it because it has a very beautiful, you can see the curls in it. And anyway, I'd love to have clothing made out of this, like a jacket or something. Oh my.
Oh, you could
Anyway.
dye it.
So it's really fun to see your own fiber done up into some kind of finished product. And so that's why it was fun to be at this fiber fair and meet some of the other farmers, fiber farmers.
Fiber farmers.
Yeah. But there was up on the stage, it was held at the Bradley Center, like an old community hall, and they had all the door prizes, and there was a skein of roving, and it was this beautiful, rich burgundy and deep, deep reds and browns, and I'm like, who dyed that? Oh, and they also had volunteers.
Oh
To
yeah,
come
this
and
is cool.
come and babysit your table, so you could wander around and get a bite to eat and do a
And-
little shop.
And shop, go see the other people.
Yeah, so that was a really,
That's-
really thoughtful feature that I never would have thought they would have. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so one of the volunteers actually went up and found out who it was, and so I went to find her. And it's Suffolk, which I've never spun.
Yeah, the colors. Those
Oops.
colors.
I got some of my bat blending on there. So I
Strawberries.
bought all of it that she had. I've got 2 or 3 more bats.
You know, those colors are showing up perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. There's bits of bright orange. There's bits of green and blue and brown, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
we-
it's a little rougher maybe.
Yeah, definitely on the coarse side. But I'm going to do a sweater, like something that I can wear in the fall. I'm thinking either a boat neck pullover or a button up. I don't know how bulky I can do because I have probably just enough. But I'm thinking, something I can wear a t-shirt under, long sleeves, and not too, hopefully won't be too itchy.
You could aim for like a worsted weight, and see what
Yeah.
you get.
Yep. And then, yeah, not exactly next to the skin, but where did those big yellow balls go? Oh, they're right here. Then there was another lady, and I'm so sorry. I will try to bring in the names so that you know who I'm talking about. But anyway, mustard. If this was dyed with turmeric,
Yeah, that's so cool.
I got 3 balls of that. So
You could even, if you felt like you were a little short on yardage, do you think you could mix some of this one in with
Like a little stripe here and there?
Yeah, with your red.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think that would be.
So this is Cheviot, and I haven't spun with Cheviot. And people do say, oh, that's more of a meat breed. But I think we've just talked about it before and how Cheviot can be good for socks because it's durable and it's not prone to felting. And so what's funny about these colors and how I love them together.
Oh yeah.
See, the mustard is showing up a little brighter. It is a darker, richer yellow.
Yeah, it's turmeric. Like it's the color.
Yeah, like rich, orangey yellow. But my mom, when she was a kid, she had she calls it a poor boy sweater, and it was these rich, like Harry Potter colors, really.
Oh, okay,
The rich burgundy and the dark mustard yellow striped, and then she had, I think, a matching corduroy skirt.
Yeah.
And she said she loved that outfit, and it's just so funny that I'm just drawn to those same colors.
The Gryffindor colors, you're right.
Yeah. So, very excited about that.
Yeah, and I think that the red, which is Suffolk,
Yeah.
right? I think that will, just the way it's dyed, will be like a really sophisticated spin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the
hope
colors
so.
will come out really
I will
nicely.
do a 2-ply. I mean, I do love the effects you get from a 3-ply, but because I'm trying to maximize the yardage, it will have to be a 2-ply.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't do a single because singles have more of a tendency to pill.
Yeah.
And because it's a sweater, I don't want it pilling under the arms and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Not lastly, but fiber-wise, it's lastly, I've got myself a skein of Sweet Georgia fiber, the yarn, finally. And she had another color. It was more of a deeper more vibrant turquoise and a limey or a green, and which I loved.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, you know what? I wear a lot of browns and neutrals and more kind of a natural color palette. So I went for more subtle colorway.
Right? Sweet Georgia.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. She is very good with her colors.
Mm-hmm.
Her skeins are beautiful. They present so lovely or so nicely.
So this is Tough Love Sock.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what I'm knitting with as well, actually. For the other one, I didn't mention that, but it is her Tough Love sock.
And you know, I don't know how I'll put it out there, but I've decided I'm not going to carry the superwash, or I'm not going to get superwash roving. I'm not going to use yarn for dyeing. Oh, I'm blundering on here. And then I went and bought this, and of course it's superwash.
You're trying to move away from
I'm
superwash,
trying to move away, and I didn't even... It's habits. It's so hard to change, and you kind of naturally think that's what you need. If you're going to knit socks, you need superwash.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah. It takes a while to change your mindset.
Hand washing socks is something I'm just not quite ready to do yet.
Mm-hmm.
I have one pair of socks that I made years ago out of Noro, and I think it was the Curry-On sock, and it's a hand wash, and I just don't wear them.
Right, because you're going to have to do that.
Mm-hmm. And that's silly, because it's not like you have to wash them every time. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless you've been maybe you've been working out on the farm all day and it's been 30 degrees out. But, you know.
Well, that's the beauty of the Cheviot. Like Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Haven't been in touch for a while, but I've been watching your little impromptu videos, vlogs. Video blog. Oops. And, but she talked about Cheviot doesn't felt, so you can possibly get away with putting them in the wash and then putting them on sock blockers to dry.
Yeah, like a really gentle, I bet like a front loader on a gentle cycle.
If you had the luxury of a front loader.
Yeah, I don't. My washing machine is probably from 1970. I love it. but
it's food for thought. And anyway, she's been doing a lot of research, and she loves to sample and do little, like she's knit these wristies she was telling us about if you watch her vlog, where you can tuck your roving in as you're using a drop spindle.
Oh, cute. That's a cute idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's I feel like she's a wealth of knowledge, you know? Like, I feel like she has so many, she's just really gone into the art of spinning.
Yeah, and the science of it too.
Yes.
Oh, but I was going to say about her wristies, she'd knit them to see how it would wear, like how well the fiber would, how durable it would be. As anyway, so it's all an experiment. So
yeah,
what's
so
next?
we've got I think we're gonna do. We thought we'd talk about the drum carder,
Right.
and that's kind of, so this is very exciting. We both got new drum carders. How that worked is Rachelle bought herself a new one, and then I bought her old one.
Yeah.
So we're both pretty excited about that. I shouldn't talk for you, but
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty excited.
because we've been talking about how we're going to get our hands on a drum carder, you know, and this and that, like, you know. Anyways,
And the one that is now mine, that used to be yours, it does about an ounce. So it's a great first drum carder, but for those big, beautiful bats, you know, like oh, I wish I could think of some of the people who are doing them. Frost Yarn, Frost. She is a bat genius. I started following her pretty recently on Instagram, I think. And then I think the other one I'm thinking of is Classy Squid Fiber Co.
yeah. They are doing ginormous bats, like 7 ounce. 7 ounce bats.
I'm pretty sure I was on her Etsy shop yesterday, dreaming, you know, like first thing in the morning.
So, without further ado, we will pause here. We're going to do a little demo. I think we'll insert it. Is that what the plan is?
Yeah. So we're gonna pause here. We're gonna move over, and you're gonna watch the drum carder demo, which I'm hoping is gonna be really informative and
interesting. Anyway.
And yeah, then we'll come back and we'll kind of show you some of the things we've done.
Yeah. Okay. So see you in a few. Everything good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. We're back. Hope you enjoyed that little demo. And yeah, so let's just share a couple of the bats that we've made then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rachelle has some that she made on the drum carder we just demoed, so we thought we'd start with that.
Right.
Kind of the bigger ones.
Well, the first one I did, I was going for a gradient, and one of the tips that I picked out was to really card the roving that you're going to use. Card it out first to fluff out the fibers. And
oh, that turned out really well. Here, I'll hold one side.
Thanks. There. Yeah, so it's a little thin, you know, and you can see that it's a little uneven here and there, but I was definitely going for a gradient.
Yeah, so kind of dark on this side, and then it's more like a lilac.
Yeah. And it's so funny because these were my bedroom colors when I was a little girl. I wanted to move. So anyways, there's a one. It's got a little bit of silk, but mostly merino.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I fold in the sides and roll it up, you don't see as much of the gradient, but it's still there. And then the other one, I was trying to do a little bit more of a stripe effect. It feels so delicate. It's like,
yeah, once they get rolled up, you kind of have to watch it when you unroll them, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oops.
It's like
you can hold that one corner.
It's like midnight blue. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Really deep, deep blues.
And I was trying to go for like purpley in the middle, and then on the other sides, the blues.
Yeah.
So this is a little thicker, a little more consistent, kind of getting to know my drum carder. It's kind of plain on the back side, but it's layers and layers of these colors blended together. And this is all merino, and I use 2 shades of blue, the purple, and some black in there.
So have you weighed that to figure out kind of how much, how much you're getting?
No, but I easily could.
Yeah, they're definitely a couple ounces, for sure.
The carder is supposed to hold 3.5 to 4 ounces.
Oh, that's a good capacity.
I don't know if I've quite gotten there yet. So I did find when I took this off, I mean, it had more in it. That this definitely stuck in the drum carder a little more, so it didn't peel off like a nice clean bat. I had to work at that.
Yeah, I've been having some of the same issues. I've kind of been working on that. I was watching one video online that said to make sure you have a really nice base going. Especially with an art bat, before you build up something, you want a base that'll, peel off in one go.
Right.
And I guess that's just practice.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, here, I should stop knitting. So I'm just gonna scoot a little bit. There, now I feel like I'm like
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry about the plastic. They're all in plastic bags, but so this is I've done 4, like they're like 1 ounce bats on this is the drum carder I bought from Rachelle, which makes smaller. This one is full of sparkles,
and it looks like a nice thick cushy bat. Oh,
I've been
blingy and so fun.
So
just wait till you see it.
I'm trying to unfold it here so I can do like the big reveal.
Yeah.
There's gonna be sparkles all over your house.
That's okay.
So this one is I didn't have a lot of colors to work with, but I had a lot of black. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. Black and pink.
Awesome.
So this has sorry, I hope I'm not gonna flick you in the face. This
I
has
have sparkle in my eye.
This has sorry. this has merino, and you can see there's pure silk in here.
Oh, and there's little bits of yellow.
Yeah, that's from the pure
there
silk.
You can kind of see it.
It was kind of pink and purple and yellow, like dyed. So a lot of this fiber came from Naughty by Nature. Most of it's Ashford merino, but there's some of the hand dyed. I'm trying to move it around so you can get an idea of how much sparkle's going on in there.
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's kind of like an electric blue. It looks like silver, but it's an electric blue kind of sparkle in there.
And then when you flip it around, it's on just like a nice solid black base. So I think I carded this twice, like did the base and then carded it again. Yeah, I'm just trying to like load a lot of fiber on nicely and evenly, so it's pretty good. Pretty happy with this. Rachelle gave me this little brushy thing to borrow. I can't remember the name of it. It's just like a little fiber brush, similar to the brush that's on the
a packer brush.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that seems to really help you kind of run that along, and it really pushes the fiber into the teeth. Yeah. So that's that one. Super, super neon, very Laura. And then again, I'm working with mostly black bases. This is a black base with blues.
Oh, so pretty. This silk adds so much texture and interest to it.
Really catches the light. You can see like the sheen. Yeah, so this is merino and silk in, I think, a couple blues and then some blue pure silk and some white, and it's on a black base as well. Solid black. And then this one is on a brown base.
Oh.
With reds. I bet you like this one.
Yeah.
So there's reds and then kind of like almost like a purpley berry plum color or something. And then that's on
Nice.
on a brown base. I won't unfold it all the way, but that kind of gives you an idea of that one. So I think these will be really fun to spin. And I think I have one more buried down here. Yes, I do. Which is...
Oh, I like that even more.
Yeah, this one I did... I'm going to show you a bobbin in a second of roving dye by Rachelle that I'm spinning. And it's in purples and yellows and white. And I took a bit of that.
Oh, like the pastel-y one?
Yeah, and kind of layered that in, and then worked on kind of adding some other colors in, and then lots of silk again. Yeah, so that's on a black base with purples and kind of pinky reds and yellows. There's a lot of yellow on that side there, and white. The silk is fun. I really like a little bit goes a really long way.
Yeah, and it just adds so much.
Yeah, and they look so lush when you roll them up. And yeah. Yeah,
Awesome.
so I've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, you've just been going gangbusters with that.
I really need to get some more fiber. I think this is the fun thing about living on an island. I think we're going to go to town on Monday. We've been talking about it for a few weeks, so we might actually get off the rock and get to the big booming town of Victoria, and I'll get to go see Ryan at Naughty by Nature and
stock up a bit.
I'm not going to put these in the bag right now because they're very crinkly. Yeah, and do you have any spinning that you've been doing, or?
Well, why don't you show your bat spins?
Yeah, okay.
And then
I've got two.
Go from there.
I've got two bat spins. That I made here with Rachelle on the 1 ounce drum carder.
Trying to remember what the
It's the 1 ounce drum carder is a Pat Green, by the way. We should
Pat
name
Green drum carder.
Pat Green,
based in Chilliwack, did you say?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I was looking on their website. Yeah, so this is here. I'm gonna put it in that hand. This has like yellow again. You can see the silk how it just pops. That yellow silk in there. And there's greens and purples and blues and a bit of pinkies. It's just a mixed.
Oh, what a nice soft yarn.
Yeah, it's a 2-ply.
And it's so interesting. Like, it doesn't look too busy. I like how that turned out.
And you get these like favorite spots. Like that's a favorite spot. So these are actually, I don't know if you can feel, they're not even quite dry. I just washed them yesterday.
That's pretty good. So this is the one that had all the different colors, like the pinks and the...
Yeah, I think I did a base of like a blue and then built color on top of that. And you can really see how you can make some really interesting yarns. Like this is completely unique. And then I had a teeny bit left, so I made a little itty bitty chain ply.
Oh, nice.
With the rest, which
so different kind of...
Yeah, it looks pretty similar because the colors are so mixed, but it's a little more consistent because of the chain ply. You know, it's not quite so thick and thin like a 2-ply can get. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's that one, and then this one is, you can tell I love neons. This was black with neon. This is mostly Corriedale, Ashford Corriedale. So it's a black and then neon pinks and yellows, and this is a chain ply. Get a look at
you still get a lot of, well, like you say, it's because of the way the colors are mixed in the bat and as you're spinning. So even though it's a chain ply, well, you got see how the colors have stayed together? Like you got your black streak and your pink streak and because of the way this bat was blended, it makes a more mixed yarn. But you still get the consistency of color that you get with a chain ply. Like they are mixed and barber pulling, but they're still you get your pinks and your blacks.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Like the layer
of, what am I trying to say? Like all these different plies, like each one's totally different.
Pardon me.
Just depending, like some of them are all black, some of them have more pink, some of them are more yellow.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, super fun. There's sparkle in this too. Yay, sparkle. So yeah, having lots of fun with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm gonna.
And well, here, I'll just quickly show you that last spin too, and then that's it for me.
Trying to think what last spin it would be.
I just started it a
right.
day or two ago, and so that roving I was talking about that I blended into the one bat. This is the roving, so it's like a nice buttery yellow and kind of rich purpley color.
Let me try from this
Yeah,
side.
with merino and silk. It's the nice merino silk blend, and
Yeah, I can see.
it's
the
really
pinks,
pretty.
purples.
So this I managed to grab out of stuff that didn't sell at the festival. There was a little bit left. Rachelle did really like, her table was full when we planned it out, and then there was just a little bit left. But I had my eye on this one before she took it up to the festival. So
Yeah.
took that braid, and I'm doing a single, and I'm hoping this is going to be like a shawl yarn. I may sell this. I may put this in the Etsy shop if it turns out well, because I'm really happy with it right now.
I'm loving the way the colors are showing up, and
Yeah, the bobbin is not very well loaded, but kind of gives you an idea. Yep, really happy with it. It's just a big, that's the end, obviously. It's just a big single. But yeah, I think it's pretty balanced.
lovely.
Definitely balanced at the end, but that's really easy to do because it.
Thank you for sharing that, because it's fun for me to see how my
Yeah.
roving spins up, because I don't spin everything that I dye.
Mhm.
So it's so fun that
It wouldn't be a very good business if you spent everything you dyed. It would be fun, but.
I'm really liking. Oh,
And
I'm
just.
so sorry about the light.
I was mesmerized. Like I was almost late for work the other morning because I put on the coffee and I'm like, oh, I'll spin for a minute or two until the coffee's done brewing. And then I look up at the clock and I'm like, I gotta go in 15 minutes. I haven't had a shower. Like,
Oh, no.
just sitting there, and I got lost in it. So yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a bit over 4 ounces. The original braid was 4.6 ounces.
Okay.
And I stole a little bit to blend with, but I think I've still got at least 4 ounces, maybe a bit more on here.
Good.
So I'm hoping it'll be a really beautiful shawl yarn.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Nice.
see. We'll see.
Is that all you're spinning for now?
That's it.
Nice.
I've got this big box of fun beside it, and so does Rachelle.
I haven't been doing much spinning, and I have that commission spin to finish, and it's my priority, and it's kind of funny because pardon me,
Rachelle's
that's what I
stomach's
get
growling.
for skipping breakfast. Sorry about that. I've been like begrudgingly spinning more brown, and it's like, if that is all I have to complain about with work, that's pretty good. Yeah, anyway, I'm happy to be doing a spin for somebody who's going to enjoy the finished product. But I do have these other things lined up that I'm excited about, and it's like, gotta plow through some of this, work spinning. I don't think I'll do that anymore. Anyways, I think last time I showed you the Hello Boris. Haven't touched it. I'm excited about this sweater spin. There's lots on my plate. I had, one skein of roving that was just starting to felt a little bit, and I decided it wasn't fiber fair worthy. I'm just gonna grab it.
Yeah, it had been, like it gets touched a little bit, and it starts to kind of get a little fluffy, and it's fine, but when it looked different from the rest of your roving.
But
beautiful colors.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to spinning that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. I love the pink. course.
It's almost like the bat that I did.
Yeah, it's
Almost.
this one's more like, I think there's more purples,
Mm-hmm.
where the other one's more blue. Yeah, that'll be a nice spin.
And what's the other upcoming spin that I had?
So you had the sweater, and then you had this one.
Oh,
And-
the core spun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about that last time. You still have that braid, right?
I
One
have
of them?
one.
Yeah.
The other one's sold. It's just okay.
Yeah, the course spun. I've seen some really beautiful course spun online recently.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I would love to try that.
I guess
That
I
should be
should
my
really
next.
have a practice go at that
Mhm.
before I get into my good fibers. But
Oh yeah, I think that's a good idea. You know what you're doing. Yeah. So
what else is there?
well, you wanted to show. There's one more acquisition, right?
Yeah.
From
From a fellow named Harold. Harold Tinling. And he was at the 100 Mile Fleece and Fiber Fair with a hand-turned, what else? He had Nostipines and these little mini nitty
so
naughties.
cute.
I just love it. Look at the detail on the handle.
Yeah.
So the little pegs just pop out. It's made with black walnut, and I haven't tried it yet, but I thought, you know what, for sampling, doing up a little mini skein, this will be great.
What a sweet idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was a sweet guy too, really nice. You know, just sort of grandfatherly, and anyway, there's something about this nitty naughty that really makes me think of old times, and that's what I love about spinning. I mean, I know it's becoming popular again, and there's been a resurgence in that, but it still connects us to those old times and the old ways and the old skills, and that's why I'm so in love with it, or one of the reasons. There's lots of reasons to enjoy the craft, but Rachel from Welford Pearls, she just posted another, I think she's calling them, I can't remember, but these little incremental vlogs, and she's doing a giveaway, so check her out. Check out her Ravelry feed, and the question that she asked was, what makes you proud to be a spinner? She's giving away these little pins, and it says Proud Spinster, with a spinning wheel and some little fiber bats that she's done up. And so through the month of June, she's doing 3. And the first one was, you know, with these pins and what makes you proud. So I was thinking about that, and just proud to be able to keep these old skills alive. And
and it transfers from knitting and spinning to a wood turner, who's then turning these beautiful pieces. Like I have a hand turned, a locally turned drop spindle, and there's something about having beautiful tools.
Yep, absolutely.
They're wonderful to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where my thoughts have been. And they've really been in that mindset too, because I was making a pie the other day and the mixing bowl was my great grandmother's, and the wooden spoon that I was using was my other great grandmother's, and they were really in my thoughts, and I just thought
That's wonderful.
how nice it was to, well, anyway, you can kind of see where that was going. Yeah.
That's lovely, though. You feel it. You feel the history. We're nostalgic people, Rachelle and I.
Yeah. And I don't know, is that true of most crafters? Like,
Maybe.
or some, you know, many, but especially the spinners. Like, I know some of the, because there's so many different styles and flavors, and like we were talking about in an earlier episode, how your own energy comes through in your work. And some people are really gregarious and flamboyant, and fun.
Not like us.
Anyways, we're waxing on here.
No, but I agree with what you're saying. Is there must be some sort of common thread, that goes. We all have different styles and different ways, but it's not easier to spin your own clothing. It's not easier to spin your own yarn, even if you're a knitter, to go that next step. You have to. Yeah, it's the process and enjoying the loving of the process and the creating something completely unique that, is perfectly, your style and whatever that is, whether it's just a nostalgia and wanting to go back to a simpler time, or whether it's just about being unique and expressing yourself, or...
Yeah, there's
just
lots
the
of
joy of
different
creating.
reasons to be doing it.
Yeah. So yeah, we like it.
Yeah, and on that note, we like being here and putting ourselves out there, and looking forward to making some connections with you. And actually, I've reached out to a couple of people on Ravelry. Spindrift is a girl living in France and with her baby, and I think her in-laws have some sheep. She's definitely in sheep country. And that was kind of fun to connect with her. And Barbara from Ireland, Polish girl from living in Ireland, and she's got a really vibrant podcast. And so it's happening slow but sure. And
yeah, we're gonna be reaching out a bit more. I think you're on board with this too. We're gonna try and get a little informal knit along of some sort started up. We'd like to build up our Roving Hearts Ravelry presence. So that's coming soon.
Yeah. More motivation for knitting.
Yeah, just more connections. We're really loving connecting with people, and we're going to try and make this more regular thing, and so you can really see our progress from, like, say, every week or two. And yeah, just, yeah, we love it. We're having fun. We want to share it.
Tour de Fleece is coming up month of July. I think it goes for most of the month of July. So keep that in mind too. If any of you have team, I've never really participated in it, but it's on my calendar. I'm trying to be prepared for these events like Spinzilla and whatnot. Let us know.
Yeah.
What are you doing for it? What do you have lined up?
I'd be on your team.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been fun.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us.
And we'll see you
Rachelle
next time.
and I, Laura. Rachelle and Laura.
Yeah.